Welcome back. We're so excited now to be joined with Dr. Matthew Flannery. He's from the 21st Century Cyber Charter School. Dr. Flannery, thanks for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
So for people who aren't that familiar with the 21st Century Cyber Charter School, what exactly is it?
So it's a public school, a little bit different than probably most of us think of, when we went to a brick and mortar school where, get up in the morning, go to a school, sit in class, do all those types of things. So our students are still getting up in the morning, hopefully, and they are logging on to their computer that we provide, or their iPad.
Okay.
So it's for students in grades 6 through 12, and they can do it from the comfort of their home, Starbucks, anything like that. So it's just a little, it's not going to a school. School is kind of coming to them, if that makes sense.
Now, I could understand, what type of student would this be good for, or family? Because I understand maybe if you are pursuing, a certain type of athletic, sport, you need to be able to work around that as well. So who's really good for a cyber school?
Well, I guess I would say everybody, but I think anybody looking for choice, for flexibility in their education. We have students who are young entrepreneurs, students in the arts. Again, they're pursuing a lot of different things, and they want to still obviously be in school, but they want to pursue their different interests. So that our school allows them to do it sort of on their own time, and pursue their passions as well.
Okay, tell us about the teachers that are there at the 21st Century Cyber Charter School.
So we have a very good staff, a staff that loves kids. They're really interested in helping them, show their creative side, helping them be prepared for, life beyond school. It's an outstanding bunch. It's a different way of delivering education. Again, they're not standing up in front of a classroom with 20, 30 students in desks in front of them. They're delivering it via Zoom or Google Meets. And so their lessons have to be really engaging, because, if a kid's sitting at home, there's other distractions and things going on. So
well, teachers even in the brick and mortar were doing this type of pandemic, Zoom style learning, but your teachers are tailored. They know how to do this for this virtual learning.
Right. Yeah, and that's part of their professional development, and stuff that they get to practice day after day after day to really kind of perfect what it is that they're doing.
Yeah. So tell us about your Apple Distinguished School status.
So it's the second time we've been recognized by Apple as a distinguished school. It kind of speaks to the creativity of our teachers and what they're able to do with our students. It provides us with a lot of professional development, working with people from Apple. So I kind of figure everybody knows Apple and all that they can do and all that they can provide.
And your students use MacBooks and
iPads. So yeah, they have laptop, iPad, everything sent to them. So the professional development allows our teachers to continue to hone their craft, if you will, to make sure that they are delivering the best education possible, because they want the students to be able to show their creativity and collaborate with each other, and all the different skills that are needed for 21st century.
Yes.
When they would leave our school, we want them to be prepared to do all of those things.
And you guys do have a pretty great track record. Your students, they're going to institutions like MIT, maybe even into the Air Force. I was reading some different things, and what I loved was kids can pursue their own entrepreneurship as they're still in school. So you're kind of fostering young entrepreneurs.
One of our students, and you're right, all our kids, they go off to MIT, they go off to, some of our Pennsylvania state schools, Harvard, a wide variety depending on their interests. But one of our students was on Shark Tank last year. So he's a middle school student now heading into high school, and he ended up getting a deal with Damon John for it's like a sportswear apparel company. So this young kid was like, hey, I want to do this. This is my passion. I can still go to school because education is important to him. But hey, I'm making money. I'm hobnobbing with the sharks, if you will.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it was a great opportunity for him, and he continues to be able to do both things.
Yeah, well, adults want to make it on Shark Tank, and you're telling us that you got a middle school student from 21st Century Cyber Charter School at Shark Tank.
Yeah, so adults, kids, everybody. So yeah, it's a great opportunity for him, and that's something that we can, provide to our students, that flexibility.
So this is for anybody in Pennsylvania and Central PA watching right now. They can send their students to the Cyber Charter School.
Yep, as long as they're in the state of Pennsylvania in grades 6 through 12, yep, they can come to 21st Century.
Yeah, what about extracurriculars? Do you do anything fun for the kids in some capacity?
Well, I'd like to think all of our lessons are engaging and fun. Even though they don't get together on a daily basis, we do try to set up a lot of social events.
I love that.
Where they can meet all throughout the state for a variety of things. Sometimes it's, traditional field trips as you might think of it. Sometimes it's more just like a work session, like, hey, come and do your work side by side with your friends, because the social interaction is a big part of for all of us growing up,
of
and
course.
Even beyond that. So we try to make sure that they have the same opportunities that you might have in a brick and mortar school. We just have to do it all throughout the state, and we think that we're pretty good at doing that.
That's amazing. Dr. Flannery, if people are interested, maybe they'd like to enroll or just learn more information about 21st Century Cyber Charter School, what's the best way to do that?
I direct them to our website. So again, we're 21st Century Cyber Charter School, so it's 21cccs.org. And if they go there, click on the enrollment part, they can get information about making calls. I'd encourage people, just reach out. If you're not sure if it's right, call, ask questions.
Exactly.
We will have people talk to them and try to work through the whole process with them.
It's a wonderful program, and you already sold me with the Shark Tank kid.
Let's see.
We're going to have to get him on Studio 814.
If I can come back with him.
Okay, that'll be a deal. Thanks
good.
so much for coming on the show today. And of course, we'll have all those details over on our website, WTAJ.com, and our Facebook page.